Friday. We are back. We are bad, and I'm still wearing the same clothes. Only because we shoot in shooting very similar days together, not wearing the same thing, I promise. All right, we got Austin McGregor, and we've got Christina back with us here.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Before we get into what we do on Fridays, which is talk about movies, we're going to do our headlines.
Coming straight from Washington.
Yeah, here we go.
Whoa.
First headline. The devil is in the details. New demon shark discovered.
Demon shark.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Looks like we might need a baptism here.
Reason,
Somebody call the preacher.
Reason number 468, not to swim in the ocean. Whoa.
Look here.
All right, here we go. Next one. Arnold Schwarzenegger says his Twins sequel is dead.
Oh man! Oh, this was our big break.
That's our big break.
Oh,
Yeah, and we even had the perfect name. Triplets.
Right?
right. Yeah.
I tell you.
Man.
Ah, yes. We were really upset about the fact that we didn't get to star in Arnold Schwarzenegger's new movie Triplets, the sequel to Twins.
Kind of disappointed that Eddie Murphy wasn't in it.
Yeah. That'd be a funny combo. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Eddie Murphy. All right. Number 3, Haunted Mansion gets official trailer ahead of July premiere. Yes, the Haunted Mansion movie based on Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. This is the second movie they've made about the Haunted Mansion?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is
the
it third?
second. It was the second. The first one was in, I believe, 2003 with, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. But this is going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to this. It looks like it's got a little bit more creepiness to it than the first one did. So we'll see, but pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. Didn't go very far. All right, so it's time to talk about movies because that's what we do on Fridays, and we've got a few movies we're going to talk about before these guys get to their movie suggestions and review. We got to talk about going to the movie theaters.
Theater.
Yeah.
Ooh, movie. Popcorn with M&M's.
I'm down with the popcorn, but that's just because I eat so much popcorn. I don't have any room for M&Ms after I get done. I eat, literally, when I go to the movie theater, I eat, honestly, more than one large bag of popcorn.
I don't really eat popcorn all that much because because the thing is with popcorn is that it gets stuck in my throat and then you gotta put your hand there and it's nasty.
Oh yeah, no, I spend half the movie eating popcorn and then the other half of the movie digging the popcorn kernels out of my teeth. Yeah, that's how I watch movies. But coming out in movie theaters, go to your movie theaters and watch some movies. There's great movies out, summertime of course. They're loaded with good movies. But coming out today, lots of buzz around this movie. Hopefully it'll be a good live action, The Little Mermaid. Disney's Little Mermaid comes out today.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
perfect. Watch it. The whole family.
Yeah,
Make sure you guys watch it, but
it should be
not
good.
as the Disney movies.
Disney always does a good job. They always get beat up a little bit about their movies they make and whatnot,
Right.
but it's gonna be entertaining one way or another. So go check that out in the movie theater. It is the live action. It's not a sequel. It's the live action version of Little Mermaid.
I've seen that movie, the Disney on the trailer on YouTube. Like, you know what? Looks interesting.
It does look interesting. Hopefully it lives up to the hype and whatnot. Sometimes the live actions are kind of. I'm excited about the Stitch one myself because I'm a big Stitch fan. But this should be good. Go to the movies, check it out. If you're not a Little Mermaid fan, that's fine. There's other great movies at the movie theater. Please go to the movie theaters. Support those businesses.
Do it!
Go have a good time.
Do it.
Eat some popcorn. Get some M&Ms. And
Put it in your popcorn. Oh, so good.
no. In your popcorn. No. That's sacrilegious, Christina. That's sacrilegious. We can't.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Popcorn, essentially.
Yeah, everyone knows you put M&Ms in Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, this is true. He's got a point there. M&Ms and Rice Krispie treats are good. All right, so Christina's here today. She's heading back to Texas this weekend, but she's got a movie recommendation for us. This is on. You can find it on streaming services.
Yeah, just to play it because she went into it's about 12 kids and the parents go to the lake. Then they make the American to the motor. You know, people meet at the same time.
Yep.
camping, so go watch it. It's hilarious. It has good pranks. You will laugh, you will cry.
Oh, laugh and cry. So it's cheaper by the dozen too.
Yes.
It's got Steve Martin in it, right?
Yeah, Steve Martin.
And who'd you say? Eugene Levy.
Yes.
Is in this one. They go camping and shenanigans ensue. They cheaper by the dozen because they got 12 kids.
Oh yes, they're 12 kids. They don't get lots of trouble, so watch out for them.
Yeah. Now I haven't seen Cheaper by the Dozen 2. I did enjoy the first one, Cheaper by the Dozen. I thought that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the thing is
Good.
about that first one is actually a remake of a film from like, I believe the 1960s.
Yeah, it is a remake of a film, which is surprising in the 60s they would have made such a film, but makes sense today. Steve Martin, always funny. Eugene Levy, love that guy. And, it's good, wholesome family entertainment where Christina says, you may laugh, you may cry,
Right,
but you're gonna have
movie coming on.
it's gonna be good. Go check that out, right?
It's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus right
Yes.
now? Sweet, Disney Plus. If you got Disney Plus, there you go. Otherwise, you'd probably be able to rent it in most places for about $2-3. Usually
Probably
the rental
find
rates.
a DVD for that at Goodwill for like $2.
Could find a DVD of it or a Blu-ray. Yeah, absolutely. But if you're into the old school. It's funny to call Blu-ray and DVDs old school because they're really not, but it feels that way a little bit because everything's streaming anyway. I digress. All right, thank you, Christina, for the movie
Welcome.
recommendation. Now, Austin with a great movie review. What do you got?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your hands together. Drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, El Mariachi.
El Mariachi.
Yeah. Released in 1992, 1993 for its much wider release, this movie is basically about a mariachi guitarist who ends up in a small town and is mistaken for another dude with a guitar case, only his guitar case, the El Mariachi dude, has an actual guitar, whereas the other guy has a bunch of guns inside.
Yeah.
So he ends up in a small town being chased around, and this was the first film that Robert Rodriguez ever directed. This was before the Spy Kids films. This was before From Dusk Till Dawn. This was before Sin City, Machete. A lot of the movies that he has directed. And this movie, you want to know how much this movie cost?
How much did this movie cost?
$7,000.
$7,000? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, most movies, they cost like millions of dollars. Him, he took $7,000 that he gained from experimental drug testing for like pharmaceuticals of some kind.
He did it on himself.
Yeah, so he
he subjected himself to experimental drug testing.
Basically, he did that
That's
just
awesome.
to get $7,000 in the movie, and it holds the Guinness World Record for being the lowest budgeted movie to ever gross $1 million. And that's not even counting the $200,000 that Columbia Pictures spent on the post-production work and some of the other money that they used to promote the movie.
It's a really, actually, shockingly, for $7,000 budget, it's actually a really good movie.
Yeah, it's well shot, well edited.
It's a great story because there's a love story in there as well.
Yeah.
And there's the confusion around the guitar case from the bad guys that are looking to get the guns back. And a mariachi is just a person that plays music that is travels around, small band. They're not like they don't do like recordings and stuff like that. Just kind of travel around to town and play music. So
Yeah, this was it really shows what Robert Rodriguez would go on to do.
yeah, great filmmaker by the way. Robert Rodriguez is great.
Yeah, the movie also spawned 2 sequels, those being Desperado and Once Upon a Time Mexico.
Desperado starring
Antonio Banderas, who takes over the role of the mariachi, who in the film is played by Carlos Gallardo, who has appeared in plenty of other of Robert Rodriguez's films.
yeah, good movie. Go check it out. Do you know what streaming service it's on right now?
Well, it's gonna be found streaming somewhere, or you might find a copy of it for like $5 in like a dollar bin at Walmart.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Check it out. It's a fun little watch. You'll be very surprised at the $7,000 budget, what it actually looks like. You won't be able to tell that this wasn't a multi-million-dollar production. It's very, very good. Great story, good stuff, good action. You'll love it. All right, So, those are our movies. We've got Little Mermaid in the theaters, Cheaper by the Dozen 2 on Disney Plus, and we've got El Mariachi, which you can find somewhere on streaming services near you, which if you have a phone, they're always near you. So. All right, moving right along. It is Friday. What do we got to do? Now, what is the national day today? Gabrielle is here to share that with us. Right
Share for us, Gabrielle.
George, thank you so much for visiting us here in Modesto. Thanks for coming.
Good morning, everybody. Here we are, Friday. Woohoo! It's the 26th of May. It's the last weekend of May, and it's Memorial Day weekend. Yes, we will not be here on Monday. You get to sleep in a third day. Or unless if your family's going out and you're doing something, you might not even be home for the weekend. I know they say that this Memorial Day, more cars are going to hit the freeway than ever. People are going to get out of Dodge, as they say. But if you're staying in and around town, you know, you might want to check out some things. On Saturday in the La Loma Park area, they are going to have the veterans, the Modesto Classic, the 1 and 5K run. Veterans will be out there flipping pancakes and making pancakes for the runners, and lots of little different things going on in that area. So that's kind of cool. On Memorial Day itself, I could only find one parade happening, which is kind of sad, but it's not that far over in Escalon. Downtown, they're having a parade and booths and all kinds of fun things going on in there. That's kind of cool for the day. I know there are lots of things going on in lots of other cities and lots of, I don't want to say bands and stuff like that, but there's usually in downtown areas things like that go on here and there. But the big thing is, like Ray and I were talking about, lots of camping. I remember when I was young, we used to go on Memorial Day weekend camping or whitewater rafting down. For me, it was in Fresno, so it was down the Kings River. I have been down the American River. That's always fun, as long as you go with a group and wear a vest and you know what you're doing. It's a lot of fun. Going to the beach for the weekend. There's so many things that we can get out and do, but we need to make sure that we're all doing things that, I don't know, give a little nod to people. It is Memorial Day. A lot of us have people who are in the service or have been in the service, things of that nature. Remember those types of things, why the day is there, and not just because it's a 3-day weekend. But that's about what I kind of looked up. I thought there'd be more going on, but like we're saying, a lot of people just take that 3-day weekend and go. I know there's still lots of graduations are going on, like Thursday and Friday. The following week, it's at that kind of time where lots of things are going on. I'm sure if you haven't already been, you will be, or you don't know and you're going anyway to a graduation party. I come to think about it, I got one of those invitations myself. Better make sure I get a gift. Okay, well, and Memorial Day I get to throw it out early. Yes, it's the 29th. It's the husband's birthday, so we usually do something for him. He always gets stuck with it either being on Memorial Day or that weekend, which is kind of fun, I think, but what do I know, right? So everybody have a great 3-day weekend. Be safe, stay hydrated, and we will see you back on Tuesday.
All right, very cool. Always good stuff. And now we gotta go
Back to the house. Zach.
Yeah, exactly what they said.
Hey, everybody, it is Friday. I hope you guys had a great week. It's been a lot of fun. Good times, right? Seriously. And, when they're fun and everything's going nice, hey, the week goes by a little quicker, and then Friday comes, and we're going to go back in the Bearded Past with Zach. Movies released May 26th. Well, today we have the live action The Little Mermaid coming out. You know, I don't know. The live action, or not the live action, but the live, you know, going away from the animation, these remakes that Disney's doing. I have mixed feelings about them, but, you know, I know a lot of times people have mixed feelings about, like, the new characters and things like that. I think people should probably question why the 16-year-old's getting married more than they should anything else. Also, too, Casper in 1995 came out, Eddie Murphy and the gang, and that was a funny movie. I like that. Menace to Society, released in 1993. You know, this was the truth, and it was real. There was a talk about, you know, gangs and living in the inner city and how life was. It was a really good movie. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, released in 2017. Hangover 2, with Zach Galifianakis and the gang there. Yes, good, funny. You know, if you're into those kind of movies, that's good stuff. The Last Stand, released in 2006 for you Marvel fans out there. We also had, let's see what else. It looks like we had some Mad Love. Yeah, Mad Love, released in 1995. It's a movie with Drew Barrymore, and you know, the film takes place in Seattle, Washington. I wonder if Carl was an extra in this film. However, the film was mainly shot in New Mexico, actually. So maybe Carl wasn't an extra. That's really interesting, actually, that the film itself, you know, the scene takes place in Seattle, but they did most of the filming in New Mexico. I don't know. I wonder how they got the clouds and the rain. You know what? When you're sitting in the AC, kick back and watch a little movie. All right, later, guys.
Okay, everybody, that is it. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Gabrielle. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Gary. And thank you, Ray, for doing the editing. And let's have a great Friday, everybody. Have a great
weekend.
Christina's headed back to where?
Texas.
Heading back to the Texas Sand Butterheads in Mississippi.
Yeah, all right, guys. Have a great one. We'll see you Monday on the morning routine. Take care, everybody. Oh, jeez.